Welcome to We Are Soccer, or as I'm calling it today, Football is Life, because I'm joined by Cristo Fernández, or as many of you might know him, Dani Rojas from the super popular Ted Lasso show on Apple TV. Cristo, thank you for joining us today, man.
No, thank you very much, Craig, and all the fans out there from We Are Soccer for listening and for all the support.
I appreciate it, man. Listen, all right. How has the Ted Lasso show changed your life? Are you getting annoyed if people are saying football is life? Is it getting to you yet?
No, it's not getting to me. People ask me that all the time, but how can I like probably from 1 out of 100 or times someone tells me football is life, might be someone that really wants to annoy me, because
Hmm.
otherwise everyone else will always say with so much kindness and with so much joy, and I would be an idiot if I was getting annoyed by people being so happy with the show and with Ted Lasso and with Dani Rojas. I appreciate it. I always go like, yes.
That's awesome. I can tell you it's becoming a very iconic line for us soccer junkies and for people who love the show. And your character is just so full of life and full of energy. I get the impression that that's just you. You're full of life, you're full of happiness, and you're bringing your Mexican culture and background into the show and the character, Dani Rojas. Am I picking that up right?
No, yeah, I mean, I've learned so much from Dani over these 3 years and 3 seasons, and I think the reason why the show works, not only because it's amazingly written and the writers are geniuses, and but it's also because so much of who we are as actors is on the characters, and 100% there's so much of who I am as Cristobal Fernandez Gonzalez from Guadalajara, Mexico, and all and my background and where I come from and what I bring to Dani, and yeah, I mean, yeah. Have you been to Mexico, for example?
I have. I love it there. Just the culture speaks to me, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, so we
And
have great food, great weather, great sun, and
oh,
how can we not be happy?
you said it. You said it. Well, I've actually heard that one of your favorite soccer players, Rafael Marquez, and is one of the greatest Mexican soccer players ever. And a lot of people don't know that you're actually a former professional as well, right?
Yeah, I used to, that was the dream. I played my whole life as a kid. And yeah, then I started playing professional when I was 15, and then high school at nights, that was the dream. I was all going very well in my career, and then some injuries stopped me, and then had to give it some time to recover. But in the meantime, my parents intelligently told me to study something, and that's when I found, through my studies in communication, film and acting, and it was something new for me, and I just loved it, and I started to people were telling me, you're good, can you help me with my videos? And I was like, okay, yeah. And I started to be known for helping everyone in everyone's videos, and then I loved it. I saved money for a couple of years at my parents' house, and then I went to study a master in acting in the UK, and that's why a Mexican was in the UK struggling with the British weather, and to try to make the dream come true of acting, and who would have thought that later in life, football was gonna come back to me.
Yeah.
And even though I tried to not know, I was just focused on my new things, but football came back, and that's the circle of life. Sometimes things happen for a reason and you don't know, and that's what I've learned from all this journey.
Yeah, absolutely. I can the first episode you jumped into where you ran out of the tunnel and you screamed football is life, and then you jumped onto the pitch, and in the training session there, you could tell from those little scenes that okay, he knows what he's doing on a soccer pitch here. So that was great to see. As I said, Rafael Marquez is one of your favorite players. Ronaldinho is one of your favorite players. I can only assume that you're a Barcelona fan as well because both of them are on Barcelona, correct?
Well, yeah, you're getting it right. I mean, yeah, my Mexican heroes are, yeah, Rafael Marquez, Hugo Sanchez, of course, You have as well El Matador, Luis Fernandez,
Oh,
Claudio Suarez, also a great leader. And yeah, internationally, and of course, Chicharito is also someone from Guadalajara, Mexico, who uh, has put the flag of Guadalajara out there. But Ronaldinho was always my hero, and I identify a lot with him, with Dani, because he's all about the joy of the game, and in general Brazilians I loved as well. Ronaldo, the Brazilian, and Kaká was also one of my heroes. But yeah, you're getting right with the Barcelona situation.
so I can assume if you're a little bit of a Barcelona fan, you're not rooting for Real Madrid to go on to win the Champions League this year. Am I right?
I mean, you know what? I've always been fan of the game. Like even I mean, I'm not a fan that has the. I love football. I love soccer. I'm not someone that will get angry if my, for example, in Guadalajara, I support since I was a kid Chivas, but I have also a passion and a care for Atlas. When they got champions, I was happy for them. I was rooting for them because so many years have passed that they haven't won, and so yeah. But yeah, maybe right now
Have, you have a
Real
great
Madrid,
soccer
Real
knowledge,
Madrid.
man.
They've won so many trophies already. We want someone else to win.
Oh, I get it. You have a great soccer knowledge. You can easily tell that, and it comes through. All right. So on the show, when you guys aren't filming, but you're there on set, do you guys kick a ball around a little bit with the other actors? Are they into it a little bit? Is there some downtime where you can play a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, especially the weather is complicated. That's something sometimes, like, I mean, it can be snowing, it can be the temperature can be lower, but when you are playing the game, when you are working out, you are doing it for the 90 minutes. But the challenge with our show is that you have this 10, 12 hours call spread, and then you have a shot where you have to give it all and be amazing, and then cut, and then go and rest, and then get back, and then you have outside we're minus whatever, and it's raining, and it's so sometimes instead of like going back and chill with tea or whatever
Yeah.
warm drink, we just stay there and at least kick the ball just to keep ourselves. Sometimes I was just running as well around the pitch, like just to be warm, and like, because that's the challenge with our show, I'll say.
Yeah, I can imagine as you guys film in the winter and the early spring, so it's got to be quite the challenge. I mean, this show has to have changed your life. A lot of people now know who you are, they identify with you, and you're going to be jumping in. You're doing in the Transformers franchise, Rise of the Beasts, that's coming out this summer. That's man, things are going really well for you, and it's awesome to see.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Craig. Yeah, I'm grateful there's more opportunities and doors opening, and I'm looking forward as well as an actor and filmmaker to show the things that I can do, not just the Danny vibe, which I love, and I hope we can do it for many more times. But I just cool to start doing other things, and both in outside of my country, but also I want to keep doing stuff, and I'm doing stuff, developing my film company, and shooting my indie films in Guadalajara, Mexico, and bring more opportunities, because there are more talents out there that haven't been discovered yet.
That is so awesome. I know Ted Lasso season 3 is coming to an end very soon. Hopefully, I've heard there are storylines that are going to be going on, other shows that are going to be spinning off. Hopefully, the Dani Rojas character, if he doesn't have his own show, which I think he should, hopefully he can show up in some of those other shows, and we can see him continue to grow as a person on our screen.
I hope so too. I would love that too. I think I'm sure whatever the decision Jason, Brendan, Joe, Bill, and the writers take, I think it's gonna be the right one. I also like to believe that there's more. I'm just right now looking forward to hearing your thoughts and everyone out there about the end of the season 3. And I just hope we can learn much more about Danny, as you said, like who is his 108-year-old friend, and was he born caffeinated, and why does he love tulips so much? Or you
I-
know,
Yeah.
so many questions, so many questions.
So many questions. I absolutely love the character. It's so intriguing. He got so many different avenues and things you could play with in there. It is a great character. Listen, Cristo, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I appreciate it. You're so busy with things. I just want to say thank you so much for joining us at We Are Soccer. We very much appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Craig, and thank you again to all the fans at We Are Soccer and Fútbol is Life, amigos. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cristo. Take care.